What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the latest episode of Unplanned and Unashamed with Ray Money and Isaiah Pinnell.
What's up, man?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Man, cooler, man. It's trying to get wake up, man. I'm always up early, late nights, and so this I'll be trying to get my schedule together. So, man, that's why you be hitting me. I'll be at like 2:00 in the morning. You be like, you in the bed? I'm like, what are you doing in the bed, man? These are you gotta be a morning comic.
Right.
Hey, I forgot to mention, y'all. Hey, just after you end the podcast and I hit the end record button, just make sure y'all hang on just for a minute so all the files can upload.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It's like the most important part of my job. I forgot to tell you. So.
I mean, he just hit record and go have breakfast. He'd be naked until it's time at the end of the podcast.
He'd be like, what?
And he come back.
He's like one of those people that get fired on the Zoom meetings for like doing it in their underwear. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I did. There you go.
I'm in my fit. Man, when y'all get 1 million subscribers, I'll put some pants on.
Hey, man. My boy, he got did he have a dress shirt, underwear, dress socks?
The full jacket suit pants tie with them boxer shorts on.
He was like Tom Cruise.
I pulled that move during COVID a lot. Sure.
Hey.
Y'all have a good show, man.
You too, man. Hey, we're going to invite Moose back to the show.
Yeah, we're going to have him on as a guest. He's like Tom Cruise in Risky Business. Just underwear, socks, and a nice little button-up shirt.
Moose just pop in the show just at random.
Right. You never know when he's going to pop up.
I ain't been doing that same old, man.
Gotcha.
Running around. What about you, man? You look like where you at?
I'm at home.
You in a hotel?
I'm at home.
You at home this time?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You know, you be sitting up everywhere. Look, I think I'm the one mobile, and you the one you more mobile than me though. So.
Well, yeah, that first recording, it was at a hotel, and then the second time we recorded was here at home. So I'm back at home with this one. So.
Hey, that's interesting though. So what's up? I know you sent me some of your stuff from your setup for what mics what is your setup? Is it like just plug right into your laptop or
yeah,
can you plug it into other?
It just plugs right into my laptop.
I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of the laptop.
Gotcha. What kind of laptop do you have?
What is like a Dell? I got a gaming PC. It's huge though.
Gotcha.
So I'm tired of almost toting it around because it's heavy as shit.
Right. Well, I have two. The one that I'm using right now is a Lenovo, and it's real light. And then John gave me one before I got this one, and I think it's a Dell, and it is like heavy as I'll get out. Like I put both of them in a backpack, and I carried it around, and it's all I can do to carry that backpack around. I'm like hunched over and stuff.
Yeah, I got a huge back. I bought a travel backpack. Like it's like you can put clothes in it. It's got like a suitcase type. Yeah. Generally, I'll be trying to travel for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be taking the train, or I'm tired of driving, so I'll take the bus, or I want to fly all the time, but yeah, it ain't always feasible to fly. So, but the having a little backpack, nice little backpack, but that heavy ass laptop though, it's like carrying like 6 bricks in there because it's got all the and my wife got one too, so it's like I end up toting both our backpacks in.
So you end up toting 2 heavy ass laptops everywhere you go. I'm
trying to get rid of
just walking around hunched over, you be out of breath.
Yeah. bad.
These damn
Camera
laptops.
bad. Yeah, I carry too much stuff with me. I don't know. I be seeing people travel light, like sometimes I would see people like I don't know whether it's a bus or a plane or something. I'll see people they just get on the plane with just a cup of coffee. I'm like, where y'all going? Y'all don't need to bring nothing with you.
Oh yeah, I've seen people on those planes that just pack light, just a cup of coffee and maybe a book, and that's it. And I'm like, no clothes, no, where's your carry on?
What do you pack, Isaiah, when you go on trips?
So
you just came off the road, then you just had a show. Where were you at? We just performed.
I had 2 shows in Virginia, 2 weeks apart. One was in Abingdon, and then the second one was in Withful, and it was a guest spot for John Reap.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
And thankfully, I didn't have to get a hotel because my granny lives she lives 30 minutes from Abingdon. And then,
hey man, hold on. Somebody knocking at my door. Sorry, man. Hey, man. That was the power company telling me they're coming to cut my power off.
Who was that?
The power company said they was coming to cut my electricity off. No, that actually was the power company. They're coming to cut it up. They're working on the bowls.
Gotcha.
Here at the RV park, so they just let me know that they're gonna cut it off for a second.
You should have pulled a what was that Eddie Murphy sketch in SNL, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood? You should have just walked out the window and left. Just hauled ass.
No, they go.
Did you ever watch that sketch?
No.
Yeah, he used to do.
What did he do?
He would make fun of Mr. Rogers, and he called himself Mr. Robinson. And anytime the landlord or anybody showed up knocking at the door, he'd take off out the window. He'd be like, well, boys and girls, it's time for me to get out of here. That's the landlord.
Oh, okay. I got you. He's running out on the bill.
Yeah, he's running out on the bill. He'd be like, I ain't paid a bill in 5 months, boys and girls. It's time for me to get out of here.
Yeah. The interesting thing, because I'm being an RV, because my lights, everything they're on solar. I do have another set, so it will get darker. That is on the electricity that I installed, or that I mounted, or whatever. But I've got solar panels on top that I installed so I can have constant power.
Gotcha.
So, and we got a generator, so I'm just not gonna turn that on right now. So it's gonna get darker.
But yeah, the 2 shows in Virginia worked out well because I got to stay with my granny both times, so I didn't have to get a hotel.
Where in Virginia?
It's the southwest corner of Virginia, so right on the border of Tennessee and Kentucky.
How long did you do?
Let's see. In Abingdon, I went for 10 minutes, maybe a little bit over. And I did pretty good. I got several laughs, but there wasn't a whole lot of people there. There might have been 20 to 30
people?
Yeah.
I got you.
And then in Withful, that was a theater show. So there was 500, 600. It was a sold out crowd. And I went, it was a little over 7 minutes.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. Because you're doing both right now, you're doing the small spaces and the big spot, you're going to get strong fast because you'll know how to project to each of the audiences.
Right.
That's what's up, man.
And
how you feel, though?
With the smaller shows and stuff, I felt like I could do a little bit more, and you know what I'm saying?
Why? Wait, what do you mean?
Well, because it was my cousin's show, so I felt like I could get away with a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what made What made it so you felt like you could just because it's your cousin?
Yeah, and he was like, "Say whatever you
And
want to." No
so
restrictions.
you don't do that at the other places.
Well, I do, so, but like if I'm doing a guest spot, like for John or somebody, I try to not get as dirty, just to be
I
more
got you.
respectful of the headliner.
Oh,
Because I
he
don't.
told you. Did he tell you to do that, or are you just your own preference? So,
Yeah, that's just my own preference. Because I don't want,
God,
like, if I get up there first and start, saying some dirty jokes, that's going to give no room for the headliner to go, because the audience has done heard it all.
huh? Is that what you feel?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Huh. That's interesting. I think I've heard some people say that before. I don't know. My perspective on how all the rules and traditions and I just don't experience so much. I don't really go by them. I mean, that's the thing. I'm like, because if you're doing like two, I'm like, look, if you're gonna do your time, if anybody's performing with me, I mean, I don't care what you do. Do what you're gonna do, and I mean, as long as the people are happy, then I don't really care what you do. So I guess that's the thought process of just the feature headliner, I guess mentality.
Right.
Hmm.
But
That's interesting.
and I did good at the theater. Like I got several laughs. There was several jokes that like I didn't. There wasn't supposed to. It wasn't supposed to get a laugh where it should have got a laugh. So I got up on stage and I say this joke. I don't know if I said it at Barley's in Spindale, but I'll say some people think that I'm on the spectrum, but actually I have DirecTV.
You on the corner marker now. That's where it gets. This is where people get to back it up. We don't know if we gonna rock with you. They take a special audience to want to go with the corny. They were like, tell me another joke now. Let's see what else you got.
Right.
You gotta tell them it's corny ahead of time. If you surprise it on them,
so
they just cut the power.
Right.
Hey, that's like gonna end the show. The lights go out. All right, I guess the show over.
Yeah, I guess everybody go home now. I guess no more show.
That's how you end the show. Somebody just come flip the lights off.
Right. So yeah, I did that joke, and as soon as I said, some people think I'm on the spectrum, that got like a huge laugh. And normally it doesn't get a laugh because that's the setup, but everybody just died laughing. And I should have just let it sit for a little bit, but I just rolled through it, which was probably not a good idea.
Because it's a witty joke and it take a minute. Everybody's level of intelligence is not the same.
Right.
So some people they're gonna get it based on how fast they catch stuff like that. So it probably came in waves.
Oh,
you just went on to the next joke.
Well, so yeah, I went on to the next joke, but like as soon as I said, but I have like I just rolled right through it. Like I didn't. When I said some people think that I'm on the spectrum, like everybody just died laughing. Like and the crowd was awesome, by the way. Shout out to the crowd that was at the Millwall in Withville. It was like super energetic. I mean, awesome crowd. So yeah, I said that and it got a huge laugh, but I just rolled like right with the joke. I was like, so I didn't give it like room to breathe.
I got you. I mean, this is where you probably because you were nervous.
Right.
I used to do it. I used to do that all. I mean, I still do it, but when you get nervous, you just step. They call it stepping on your laughs.
That's what I did. I stepped on the laugh.
Yeah, that takes a lot of new comics, and I see a lot of new comics. I mean, I do it myself too. At times, it depends on the pace of the show. But sometimes it's a good thing, though.
Right.
You think you didn't let it sit long enough?
Yeah, I don't think I let it sit long enough.
Why do you think that it didn't sit long enough? I guess that's the better question.
So, because when I said it, they didn't laugh at. Well, they did laugh at the punchline, but it didn't get as many laughs as I would have liked for it to.
Yes, it's because you jumped. It didn't give you the laughter that you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Like it didn't get the laughter that I wanted because people was laughing so hard at the setup that they didn't catch the punchline. And that happened several times at the show. Like I would do the setup and they would start laughing.
So that all that says, if you slow down your delivery so that people hear every sentence that you're saying, like in almost robotic, but you talk kind of slow.
I do.
I mean, you gotta. So if you when you're doing if you just stay with your natural. Hey, what was the joke? You said, they tell you you're on the spectrum.
Yeah, I said some people.
And then how'd it go again?
It was some people think I'm on the spectrum, and then I just kind of pause for a second, and then I'll say, but actually I have DirecTV, or I'll say Dish, or just any kind of cable service.
Yeah. So if you looked around, like as if you're giving the expression of some people say I'm on the spectrum. Now just like you're giving your so people can actually see it, like the physical part to it, and while you're waiting, and then you say it. I mean, you don't got to do it just like that, but if you did do it when you paused and you gave some sort of motion or some sort of look during your pause, so that it's an intentional pause because you're doing it intentionally, so the people can catch the thought, the joke in itself, and then your second part, you're given an opportunity before you let it out, given the opportunity for everybody to get that part, and then when you deliver the second part, it will come in waves because you did it much slower, and then because you gave everybody a chance to catch up on the premise, and then when you hit them with the punchline, the people that would catch it, your laughter would come out, and you could if you did it right, you probably get about 30 seconds of laughter, and it will come in spurts because people catch it slow. People are slower.
And that's how it worked at the show. Like it was like coming in spurts, but it was like a big laugh when it would come in the spurts. Like it would be like a huge laugh here and then a huge laugh over here. So the joke landed very well. It's just I stepped on that first, like I didn't give it enough room to sink in.
Man.
And that's partially because I was like trying to stick with my time. Because John said, 5 to 7 minutes. So I was, trying to be courteous of that and be respectful of, I didn't want to like go too much over my time.
Of course.
So I think that's why I just kind of like steamrolled through it. But that happened several times during the show where I would say the setup and it would be something, that shouldn't really get a laugh. Like I'd be like, I took my granny to a Chinese restaurant 10 years ago and that would get a laugh.
Because that is like, why?
And that joke went really well too, and it's a
why did we hear why did you take your grandma to a Chinese restaurant 10 years ago?
So the premise was she had never been to a Chinese restaurant, and this is a true story. So they took her to
wait Her balls didn't fall out, did?
No, her balls didn't fall. Oh, she's a lady, so her coochie fell out. That's what happened.
My bad.
She pulled a Sharon Stone, just had it all hanging out.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. So they brought out the fortune cookies, and she didn't know there was like a piece of paper that with the fortune on it inside the fortune cookie. So she just takes the cookie and just like a vacuum, just.
She ate the paper.
She ate the paper and everything.
You ain't shit. I said you just watch her chew the paper up.
And of course, like we was reading our fortunes, and we was like, "Granny, what does yours say?" And she goes, "Well, I didn't know there was any paper in the cookie." And still to this day, she's like, "How do you know there's paper in there?"
Because it's in all of
you can see it sticking out the cookie.
Your grandmama shitted a fortune.
She shit a fortune. So yeah, that got a huge laugh.
That's good. Your grandma ate the paper of the fortune cookie. That's hilarious. And you got a lot of wild family, man.
I do. That's why I try to joke about them a lot, because I mean they give me plenty of material, and I mean I can do stupid stuff too. So, like I had this one joke that I wanted to tell at the theater about when we done yoga on the podcast, and I was like wearing like this red spandex, like women's yoga clothing, and it was like real tight, and I looked like an overweight incredible.
Oh Lord! You got you did yoga on the podcast?
I did. It was
Well, y'all had a studio. Y'all had someone's yoga studio, or just
no? We just did it in our studio, and everybody wore like women's yoga clothing, and then John shows up and was like, "Well, boys." So first thing he showed up with was all the women's yoga clothing from the Goodwill. And he was like, each of us are going to wear this. And he hands me the red one. And it was like way too tight, way too small. I mean, I looked like, you remember the movie Incredibles?
A little bit.
That's what I looked like, except if they had way too many Little Debbie cakes. So then...
You were incredibly big.
Yeah, I was incredibly big. So then he takes out a can of Bush's baked beans and goes, everybody has to take a bite of this before we do yoga.
Of what? Bush's baked beans?
Yeah.
Why? Where you get beans?
I guess he was thinking like he got it at like Food Line or something.
What is this? Why you trying to get y'all to fart?
Yeah, exactly. But I thought it would be funny instead of taking like a bite, because we dumped it in like a little container, and we're all just taking a spoon and eating it. And
y'all didn't cook it first, just straight.
No, just straight out the can.
Hey, that is real white people shit.
That is real white, ain't it? We're just eating it cold. But I went further.
No microwave,
right? Just cold ass beans. Just cold ass beans. That's what we was eating. But I thought it would be funny instead of to take one bite. I was like, well, I might as well eat the whole container.
Oh, you ate all of them?
I did. I ate all of them.
They were good. Hey, them bushes be hitting though.
Oh, they were delicious.
He ate raw beans. Hey, look, are you one of these people when they say fully cooked on the package, do you eat it straight out the package?
No, I usually heat it up, but I usually heated it up. Like when he dumped those cold ass beans in the container, my first thought was, are we not going to heat this up a little bit first? And everybody just starts digging in. And I'm like, well, I might as well go with the flow.
I guess I've been eating them wrong all this time. You just start eating wrong.
Just eating raw beans. Just
I don't think they could. They have to be. They have to cook a little more for me.
oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I was just going with the flow. So I was like, okay, I'll eat them raw.
I see people that eat like hot dogs right out the package, and I'm like, y'all. They say, I know this some people are like sausages and stuff right out of the package. They say fully cooked. Nah, that's not me.
Or like the bacon that says fully cooked, and all you got to do is like heat it in the micro. Yeah, that. I can't do that. Can't do it.
Yeah,
I got to put it. Got to heat it up a little bit.
That's what's up. I don't know, man. What's going on, though, man? I don't know what's going on. You be keeping up with all the news and all the popular stuff, all the stuff that's happening in the news and entertainment. I don't really keep up with it like that. What's happening news that you find it?
So I usually don't keep up with a whole lot of news, but I do keep up with like entertainment and like stuff that I'm interested in.
Like what?
Well, like I watched the new Bad Boys movie the other day. Have you seen?
Oh, you did what? Yeah, I did see that. That was good.
Ride or Die, I believe that was the name of it.
Yeah,
hilarious.
That was good. Yeah.
The Tiffany Haddish cameo had me rolling. Do you remember that scene where they're in the strip club?
The strip club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Martin Lawrence is like, Will or Mike, that's the character's name. He goes, Mike, all you have to do is close your eyes and stick out your tongue and she'll take care of the rest.
Hey man, look, I love it when they have like multiple comics and movies. It's
right. I
don't know. I feel like motivated and shit when I see comics in the movies, like like Martin and Tiffany. That's cool, and then you get great scenes like that. So,
that was a hilarious scene. That was probably my favorite scene in the movie. Was those three just having fun?
You're a pervert, Isaiah. You like to hear, you gonna eat this pussy.
Yeah, she said. She said, I'll give you guns and ammo if you just eat this pussy. And I was dying laughing.
And that was your part, right? That
was my favorite part.
He was like, "Ooh," he rewinded again. Tiffany, say it again. Yes, I will, Tiffany.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, Will Smith is crazy because I would have like rolled up my sleeves and everything. I'll be like, let's go.
He said, "Let's roll up your sleeves."
Yeah, I would have rolled up my sleeves, put on a hard
trying
hat.
to cover it up. You said put on your hard hat. Yep. You stupid. He said, "I want to make sure then follow my head while I'm giving head."
So yeah, that was a funny interaction. And then the scene where they're on it was in the beginning and they're on the roof and he has the hospital gown on and they're hugging each other and the wind blows and it blows up the hospital gown and you just see Martin Lawrence's ass hanging out.
A trail of naked people follow you, Isaiah. Isaiah like ass in every form.
I can't get away from it.
You can't get. Yes, you can. You look, Isaiah, when shit like that happen, you have the opportunity to look away, but you go. That's
you're back.
You lost me?
Yeah, I have no clue what happened with.
I thought that was you.
Well,
y'all again.
Oh, all righty.
Moose, get your dick off the keyboard.
Oh, is that how you left the Zoom? Moose accidentally hit something with his dick and it knocked you off.
That's why they call him Moose.
I can hit it from here.
Stupid. Hey, this is a random. Who is this dude keep popping in?
This is gonna be the most random episode because he's just gonna pop in at random times.
That's like who's that? Actually, those be some of the best moments when people pop in, like when people do cameos for shows.
Right.
You know, you be watching something, and then all of a sudden, Snoop Dogg come out.
And everybody starts clapping. Yeah, that's gonna be Moose. He's just gonna make random appearances throughout each show, and everybody's just gonna start Moose.
What's up? Oh man.
But yeah, I cannot get away from all that stuff.
That's it. Oh man. So I got the Sunday. Yes. Sunday, one of my good friends, D.S. Sanders, he had his 30 years in comedy.
Wow.
And he recorded his special. I don't know where he's gonna put it. I went to help support him and just help him. Hello?
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, he got off 30 years, man. It was good, man. So it was he had a bunch of people there and that came out to him. 30 years is a long time.
Yeah, that is. So when did he start? Like 90?
Man, what 30? It's 30 years from what is what is today? The 2024. So
1994.
Yeah, 94. Because what I was freaking 7. Wow.
So you'd been like real little when he started.
Man, I was like 7 or 8. Like 7 years old.
You'd been in like kindergarten when he started.
That's a lot of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, this is that's a lot of time of telling jokes in every facet. Like he's good too. He's like, you could tell he's been doing it 30 years. He's like, and he's a matter of fact, I was talking to him yesterday. He said he's like, man, I don't write.
And he doesn't write anymore.
He doesn't write. He's just like he's like I don't write. He's like not just because I'm good. He's like he said because I'm lazy. That's why.
He just been doing it so long. He's like I don't want to write anymore.
Well, I mean, he comes up. We were joking last night. So it's just interesting to see people that have been doing it that long and because they've told jokes everywhere at this point. So.
Right.
From theaters to every bar and place in America. 30 years. Then when he was doing it, the bars were in the bars.
Yeah, when he was doing it, it was like saloon.
Yeah, that was.
They had the swinging bar doors.
Man, they were paying with change when they put coins on the counter.
They was bartering to see him when he first started.
It looked like the Book of Eli. He was telling jokes by torch, candlelight by lantern.
Yeah, he's just holding up one of those candles. Like
I talk shit to him too. I've been doing. I was like, man, that's a lot of time and a lot of presidents and a lot of.
That is a lot of presidents.
My man got jokes about George Washington in his like from being there, not just playing. He got Nixon.
He's like that Thomas Jefferson boy. Let me tell you something about him.
No, that's a boy though. He's hilarious though. He's very funny, but we got a chance to experience that. But yeah, man, it's cool to see people that have been doing it that long, and it's like, right. So yeah, it's learn a lot because you learn lives. you got a lot more jokes to write. If you're gonna be like you gotta be in it 30 years, you gotta write. If this is what we're gonna do forever, then you gotta write a lot of jokes.
I would like to see his joke book just to see all the jokes that he's wrote throughout the years.
He don't got one.
So like even when he first started, he didn't write anything.
Nope. He wrote like he make like an outline of some stuff that he won't talk about.
Gotcha.
And yeah, he's good. Maybe I can get him on. We can get him on the show.
Yeah, we'll need to get him on the show. And I tell you who else we need to get on the show. Don Garrett.
Oh yeah, that's my boy.
He was in Withful. He did some time at John's show as well. I think he did like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
So he was very hilarious.
Yeah, that's me and Don. When Don used to come, this is back when I was in the house. He used to come. I used to have writing sessions in my basement, and Don was one of the people. A few else came through. Jawan Cap, I don't know if you know him. A few other people came through, but yeah, I invite comics and we do writing sessions at my house and like in my basement. And yeah, man, but yeah, Don, I've been knowing Don a long time. Better part, maybe 8-9 years now, something like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, we got to do a TikTok together, me, him, and John at the show in Withful, like before showtime. Because there's this TikTok that's trending. It's a Morgan Wallen song where he like walks out through like this big arena and stuff.
Which
and
one?
Like he's pulling, it's Broadway Girls, I believe.
I know what you're talking about.
And it like his walkouts are trending on TikTok because he'll like be coming through this arena and he'll be grabbing people and they'll be like, Snoop Dogg or, whoever.
Uh-huh.
So we was like doing that. We was like walking through the theater and we took an elevator up to the stage and stuff.
Oh, for real? That's what I did
they had an elevator. So we
cool.
just hopped on the elevator and just rode it up to the stage. And the audience hadn't got there yet.
So the elevator comes up to the stage and then it opens up onto the stage.
I think it like opened up to like the side of the stage.
Hey, that's cool. That is cool. That's real cool. There, you got like that's like some, like was it Kevin Hart and they be coming out the floor and they pop up, fire sparks and shit behind them. It was still cool. You come off the elevator,
right?
What's the green room downstairs or something? Do you have it? Is that what it was?
Yeah, the green room was downstairs. It was so the theater looked kind of smaller, but once you got in it, it was like a maze. Like there was like a whole lot of rooms and a bunch of space. I mean, you could get lost in there. There was a couple times there was one time I grabbed John a drink and I grabbed his wife Jody a drink, and I'm coming back from the bar, and I'm like, now where's the green room at again? And I had to ask somebody. I'm like, "Where's the green room at?" I done got lost.
Hey, that's cool, man.
So yeah, we was walking through like that theater, and like John grabbed Don, and he was walking behind them and everything, and then he grabbed me and everything. It was a cool TikTok.
That's cool, man. Look, that's what we should do. We should get John and Don on, some of these other guys on the show. Start inviting some guests to the show.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna. Yeah.
So, did you do any time at DS Sanders' show?
No.
Gotcha.
I didn't do any time. I just I went to record, get all his behind the scenes extra footage.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I mean, I've bought cameras for my own personal, like for my own stand up recording. But then I go and help people all the time. So when I get as much, actually, he had a lot of people there to support and help. So it was hopefully it goes well with all the production stuff.
Gotcha. So what was the last show you had?
My last show, where was I? Ooh, casino? What was Yeah, probably at the casino was probably the last one, like a week or so ago. Well, people maybe like 2 weeks or so now.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's been I've been off by 2 weeks, man.
Gotcha.
I probably could pick up more shows, but I needed a break, man. This is your house get torn up at home, and because you're gonna be going all the time, so
right.
Come back and you have to fix everything. Yeah.
So you had a casino? Was it at Cherokee?
Yeah, man.
Gotcha.
I've been going out there in the last year, maybe 8-9 times.
Gotcha.
I've got a residence. I'll be back at end of September, so next month I'll be there again. First week of October, I'll be back again for another week, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's cool, man. You get a chance to be there, and then I got shows this weekend too, in Charlotte actually. Bursting with Comedy. I'm at the Beehive performance. So I'm and let's see what else. We've got the Spin Nail shows coming back up, and the Alabama shows starting back up now. So we about to start picking up again. Yeah, and then we coming into back to school to start back doing some colleges. So we got some stuff pending, but I haven't got nothing confirmed yet. So I don't count none of it until we've got a full confirmation. So
yes, school starts back up very soon.
Yeah.
Is any of your kids in school yet, or?
Man, all of them.
Gotcha.
So my daughter, she's in the 10th grade.
Gotcha.
My oldest son, he's in the 9th grade, and then we've got a 4-year-old too. So he's actually getting ready to in about 2 weeks he'll be back here. I'll be having him here until he starts kindergarten. So
Gotcha.
he was going to daycare. So we're gonna try to do some more home stuff, learnings before we actually start school.
Gotcha. So you have a kid that's going into their freshman year of high school?
Yeah, I got a 10th grader, a freshman, one that's a 9th grader, and then one that will be starting kindergarten this upcoming school year. So next year he'll be kindergarten. So, but I can't even. So my schedule. That's why I'm usually. It's one thing to the next. You got kids, man. It's Isaiah. This is a life lesson for Isaiah. Wrap it up. You remember those commercials used to come out? I don't know if you, maybe a little young.
Wrap it before you tap it. Is that what you're trying to do?
That's it.
Cover the stump before you hump.
That's it.
That's life lessons with Ray.
Yeah, that's it, man. Let me tell you something. I've been told this multiple times, not just by one person. It's by but the first time I've heard it probably I was at a college conference and one of the advisors, students out there or whatever, and then at the end during there's like break times where you just kind of hanging out, people go get drinks and stuff. So and then like a jam session where the musicians from the performers that are coming, they just come and have a jam session. And after that, and they have drinks and stuff. And one of the advisors, we were just having drinks. And he's like, hey man, he was asking me these questions. He's like, how's it going? I was like, man, being a comic is always a struggle. I don't care until you make it big. You're kind of going from one gig, you're gigging. So,
right.
But he was he was like, I was like, man, he's like, you only broke because you got kids. And that shit hit me deeply. When I tell you, I was like, what? I had to think about it. I was like, you right. I was like, you got kids, man. Your money just goes, disappear. When you I don't know. Like my sister was one. She don't have any kids, so I think she's been on probably about 5 cruises this year already.
Goodness.
She's enjoying
Five?
life.
You said 5?
She just got off one, just probably
Golly.
Sundays when she got back, just from a 3 day. She done been on 2, so there's at least 3. I think she may be on a couple more that I ain't really aware of. But she just got back one from Sunday. No,
When
so it's 4 because the one she did last, she did 11 days, and then on the cruise.
11?
11 days. I'm like,
Goodness.
I can't go to work for 11 days, let alone cruise.
Almost a 2-week cruise.
A 2-week cruise. The
Goodness.
staff knew her. Yeah, I'm like, man.
Yeah, if you're on a boat for 2 weeks, then you probably get accumulated to everybody. You're like, hey, no, like cheers or something.
She knew everybody on, because when other people, like when everybody else got off the boat, she still had to get off the boat. So she told me, and she had to get off the boat for a second. She left her stuff in her room, I guess, whatever, but she had to come off for whatever their procedures or whatever. And then I guess to do head count, and then so they did their little count. And then she got back on, and like she said, by the next week, everybody there knew her name because now they've seen her face for damn near a week or so. Just she the only familiar face. So that's we gotta get rid of these kids.
When she came back from her 4th cruise, was you like, is it too late to put all these kids up for adoption?
Man,
is that an option?
Man, I love them, but when you see this, it ain't no comparison. I'm like, what?
when you hear I just got back from my 4th cruise, are you like, can I just abandon all these heifers?
I was like, me and my wife look at each other. They get to acting up. We look at each other. Nah, we can't do that like that. But it's always like, look.
Man, that freshman year though of high school, that has to be like the toughest year of high school. So I'm gonna be praying for your 9th grader.
Man, he's a trooper, man. He make friends everywhere he go, man. Like it's not like I think that he goes to a private school, so it's a little different. He goes to all boys school.
Gotcha.
So it's a different type of school. It's not like a regular public school. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when I was going to school, like everybody pulled pranks on all the freshmen. Like you'd be trying to find the class, like, oh, where is Algebra 1? And they'd start pointing you to the wrong direction, and then you would walk like all this way, and then you're like, oh, I just walked into the wrong class. This is science, not algebra.
Nah, man, my son goes to the private all boys, and it's pretty much all boys, black boys school, man, where it's a bunch of mamas on their sons. Hey, you gonna whoop your ass. You gonna keep it together. He gotta wear bow ties and shit. So that's and suit jackets. So they have to. Yeah. So
now, does your older kids, do they want to get into comedy or?
So my son has tried it. He's been on stage. Man, he did it like when he was like 8 or something like that. Now, like he came on the road to some shows. And then he actually tried at the Comedy Zone. He went up before me and he talked trash about me before I went on stage one day. Yeah, I recorded it too. So it was actually pretty good.
Did he do good? Well, good.
He did all right, man. He was just nervous. He didn't do the material like he said he was. But I mean, then he did it again one other day. It was like a little open mic. So yeah, he's tried it here and there. I think this is the thing. Stand up is often not viewed as a career, so when you're around it, it's until until I hit it big, and then then people were like, all right, let me see if I can do this.
Right.
People. So
Did your son run any of the jokes by you, or was it like all new?
He ran them by me. So, but he didn't do them. What's one of the jokes he did? I'm trying to think. One of the jokes. I can't even remember one of them now. I have to think of a minute. I know he did one about Subway. He said, what he said. I can't remember what the joke was now. It was something about Subway. He used to be trying to bite my jokes. He tag off my jokes. I'd have a Subway joke, and he'll go write a Subway joke. Or say something similar.
So he'll just play off of one of your concepts.
Yeah. Like
turn it into his own.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, you to each his own. And he be talking trash. He's like, Dad, you're not funny. I'm like, hey man, you hecklers come from everywhere.
There was a heckler at John's show in Withful when I did stand up. Yeah. Cause
who was heckling you?
Yeah, they was heckling me.
What they say?
So in that area where the show was at, like
so far back,
all of the neighboring counties and stuff, like is big into coal mining. Like
that's
the county.
So where were you? What was it called again? What was it?
The town is called Withful, Virginia.
Withful.
And it's Withful.
And coal mining.
Yeah, so it was in Southwest Virginia, my home area. Mm. And that area is known for coal mining. So I get up on stage, and I had asked if there was any coal miners in attendance, because my papa, I'm actually wearing his coal mining hat right now. Clinchfield Coal Company.
I can't hardly see it, but I got you.
So I had asked if there was any coal miners in attendance, because there might have been. You never know.
What is it?
I was gonna get them to stand up, but there wasn't any. And this one guy shouted out, "We're not in West Virginia, buddy."
Why did he say that to you?
I have no idea. And I'm thinking, and I said, it's on video and everything. I go, well, I'm from Dane, Virginia, and my papa worked in the coal mines for 54 years. And everybody just started clapping and stuff.
That's interesting. That was all you said to him?
Yeah, that's all, I wasn't mean or anything about it. I just said, look, I don't know you, because my first thought was, well, maybe he's from a different state and he doesn't know much about the area. Because, the area is very rich in coal mining. That's what it's known for.
So are the people more ritzy? Where they were in the actual show? Was the guy who was saying something? Was he saying like when he said we're not in West Virginia? Or do you know what he was trying to say?
I'm not sure what he was going for. I didn't even see the guy because, it was a bigger theater and, the lighting, so I couldn't really see who it was. I just heard from, the far left side, we're not in West Virginia. And I'm thinking...
Maybe you said something about West Virginia.
No, I didn't even say anything about West Virginia.
Oh, you didn't?
He just said, we're not in West Virginia. And then, and at first I didn't hear it. So I said, what did you say? And he said it again. He goes, we're not in West Virginia. And he didn't sound like that, by the way, but that's what we're going to go with. We ain't in West Virginia.
See, that's where you don't have to look. That's where you're supposed to talk and throw it back to, Clearly, he's lost, y'all.
Right.
He think he's in West Virginia.
Right.
Someone just told him.
He thinks
It's
he's
okay.
in.
We'll get you back.
I was very polite about it. I was like, look, my papa worked in one, and I'm from Virginia, so there you go, buddy. And then I just kept going on, and everybody started clapping and stuff. Because he didn't say anything else. That just, like, shut him down.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that little bit just...
Is that,
But yeah, I should have said, I think you're in the wrong state. Somebody take him back to West Virginia.
Is this your first heckler encounter?
That was my first heckler encounter. And I'm glad I paused for a second because what my first thought wasn't what I actually said. My first thought was a lot more brutal than that.
What you going to say? What was your first thought?
We might have to cut this out, but I was going to say, listen here, you fat fucker. And just start going on.
Why you ain't saying that?
Well, I wanted to be respectful.
You would have got you would have torn the place down.
Oh, I would have. That would have got a huge pop if I would have said that. But I mean, I didn't know what the guy looked like. Like he might have tried to beat me up or something. Hell, I don't.
You can't worry about that. You got to go for the throat.
I mean, I didn't want, and I was trying to be a little bit cleaner.
Oh.
So, but that was my first thought. I was going to say, listen here, you fat F.
So do you do normally clean on each of John shows? Yeah,
I try to work clean when he lets me do a guest spot.
All right. You gotta have to look. If you
I did when I did the bit about Granny eating the fortune cookie. No, this was a different bit. I did a bit about my dad hiding a bunch of Easter eggs in a tool shed, and nobody found an Easter egg. But in that bit, I did say ass.
Nobody found.
I said ass. Yeah, nobody found the Easter egg.
You know, hit him in the tool shed and put a lock on it.
Yeah, we did. We put the lock on it and everything. And
nobody ever found it.
We told my cousins, Coco and stuff, was like, the Easter eggs are hid. Y'all go look for them. And my granny doesn't have a big backyard. I mean, it might be like half an acre at best. At best. And they searched for like 50 minutes. I mean, they was searching hard. They was reaching in trees, looking under rocks.
He ain't put no eggs out and said, y'all gonna look for. He put the eggs back in the refrigerator. All right, they out there in the yard, so we're gonna look.
And the tool shed is right in the middle of the yard.
He put one egg out there and put the rest of them away.
And we put the lock on it and everything. And they're just walking all around the tool shed and stuff. So in that bit, I did use just like a little bit of language. I said ass, and then I said bitch, and that was it. And then the rest of everything was, clean.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's I cuss sometimes. I mean, when I'm on stage, and sometimes I cuss a lot. And sometimes I'll go clean. It just depends on the day.
Right.
But
now,
the show.
Yeah. Now at the show in Abingdon, I did get a little bit dirtier. Like I made a joke about the hot Tuah girl. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where she's like, hot Tuah, spit on that thing. When she said that, I was like, daggone, I hope that girl is single. Because I need that woman in my life.
The only dick sucker more memorable than her is Monica Lewinsky. That's the only. Oh man, well, There's a few others out there, but
I think everybody, when she said that, is Superhead.
We ain't never actually seen her do it. We just kind of, she sounded like she could do it.
When she said that, I believe every man in America was like, man, I hope she starts up a Pornhub account real quick.
You stupid.
And the thing about it is she seemed so sweet at first. Like, she was a real sweet, like, she seemed like she would be the type of lady that would, like, make you a good cornbread and give you a nice glass of sweet tea. And then she goes, Tuah.
He said cornbread and sweet tea. Is that what you like before?
That's what, I mean, that's the type of girl she seemed like. She seemed like she would make a nice pan of cornbread.
Really?
Listen, that's my criteria. Lady, any single ladies that are going to be listening to this, that is my criteria. You have to make a good cornbread.
And sweet tea.
And a good sweet tea.
Hey, I ain't going to lie. That's kind of my criteria. You can make some sweet tea and you can make some cornbread. I mean, if you could do those two good, you could kind of do a lot of stuff.
Right.
If you want to make a good cornbread, that means you can bake. It means you can make other items as well that are baked. If you can make tea, you know how to measure, you know how to taste stuff, which means you're gonna know how to make it. Because everybody you can't make it strong enough. Oh man, let me tell you something. My mama make the best sweet tea ever. Like I've had comics come to my mom's house, to my parents' house, and she made them tea. One of the comics said his name is Dickie D. Let's see if we can get him on the podcast. He wasted some. He said on the carpet, and my mom went to clean. He said, "No, ma'am, don't you do that. This tea's so good. I'm gonna suck it out the carpet." He's stupid. But yeah, it's like that. I've had friends that would stop by to get sweet tea from my mama's house. Like I'm not even there. Hey, I'll try to see if I get some of your tea.
If you're saying it's that good,
it is.
I'm just gonna make the drive down there to your mama's house and be like, "Can I get some of this tea that Ray's been talking about?"
I no lie, I've had people ask for some to bring some back from, and I have brought some back, but I've generally drank it before it got to the to the people.
Does she live in Alabama?
Yeah, my parents live in Alabama.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm about to call out of work and go down to Alabama just to get a glass of sweet tea.
I even tell you something. That tea be jumping. Well, hey, look.
And that's about all I drink is sweet tea. Like, that is legit. That's probably my blood type is sweet tea.
You don't drink no water?
I do drink a little bit of water, and where I work at a nursing home, I do drink ginger ale from time to time. So, but sweet tea, that is usually my go-to, and I cannot drink unsweet tea. Whoever drinks unsweet tea should be like tarred and feathered and hung by the neck. Like, if you drink unsweet tea, you are not human.
Yeah.
Listen to that, motherfucker. I just drink unsweet tea.
Hey, look. There you go. He popped in here. See, that's the shit people that drink unsweet tea do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just pop in whenever they want to and be like, oh, listen.
Moose is a serial killer.
Yep.
He drink sweet tea and he be doing computer shit with no pants on.
That's right. That's my MO.
Hey man, well look, I got a road, man. I got some I'm taking some training classes, man. So for my tax courses, small business tax stuff, man. So I got classes that I gotta get to. So yeah, man. So we are
so this is episode 3 of
it's number 3. We gonna just keep coming on here talking shit. Mm-hmm. Moose gonna keep jumping in.
He's just gonna be popping in with his cameos about how he drinks unsweet tea and does Zoom in his underwear and knocks you off the Zoom with his pee-wee.
Now, Moose pops in when he gets triggered. I don't be trying to think of shit to say to make Moose pop in.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to think about stuff that would get Moose triggered. Oh, I know how to get him triggered real quick. Let's see if it works. The Grateful Dead is terrible.
You shut your goddamn mouth, Isaiah.
There he is.
I can jump in so fast. I can mute you too. Me and Ray Money gonna start our own podcast, Isaiah.
They probably.
Thanks for listening to the Unplanned and Unashamed podcast. If you like what you've heard, make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and follow. And we'll see you on the next episode.